All right, we'll call the meeting to order. Mr. Dennett, will you lead us in the pledge?
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thank you. Good morning, everyone. First item on the agenda is to approve our agenda.
Move.
Second. Motion by Weiss, second by Dinger. All in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed, nay. Motion carries. This time we'll open the meeting up for any public comments. Anyone wish to address the commission this morning on any topic that isn't on the agenda? Yes, sir.
The county went in there and they changed our 18-inch culvert to 236s, and it was never quite finished. And I don't know if I just need to tell you that I'm gonna finish, getting more dirt and putting it on top and putting the wings on or extending out farther, or if
I would suggest getting a hold of the highway department, getting a hold of Dirk, let him know what your intentions are and kind of coordinate with him.
Well, that's one of the reasons I'm here. I stopped by to ask where we got the culverts at, so I can look at getting some so we can get extended and put the 45-degree angles on there and actually get a, 1 and 5 slope on there, which there is none right now. There's only about 6 inches of dirt on top of the culvert, so we can't take our 80,000-pound semi and load it up over that without crushing it. But anyhow, Roger just told my son and I, he goes, I don't want you touching it. He goes, I'm not gonna allow you to add anything down here, so. But the permit already has on there that I can, that I can have the approach there, and it has to be a minimum of 24 feet. So I don't know what the problem is on that. But I can't take a little semi over it. It doesn't have the wings on there, and I had the dirt pile there for them to use. So, and I'm sure, it cost the county money, so they had I'm sure they just put together, put it over as far as they had to, but I just want to finish it out.
Okay. Again, I would coordinate through the highway department. They're
Well, he
aware.
already said no, you don't want us touching it, so now bring it up to here, so I guess it'll be on your next week on the agenda, if you need to do it that way.
Well,
Because
the highway department said no. I need to do some, or we need to do some investigating as to why they said no, because we're not gonna grant permission if they said no, not knowing the circumstances and what the reason for them saying no is.
But that's fine.
Well, I'd like to add a little clarity if I could.
Go ahead, Dirk.
Okay, first off, the way this whole thing started is the gentleman came in and the question was, where do we get our culverts? The question wasn't, I'm gonna widen my approach, I need to do this free thing that you already did for me and change it. His first question was, where do you get your culverts? And it took about 10 minutes before we actually got to the point where he was gonna modify all the exceptions we've already put in there on his approach down there. And then I told him to get a hold of me in a week and we'd talk about it again, but he hasn't done that. Now he's in there telling you all these stories. Had he come back to me, I would have told him that he can purchase, he'll have to buy 2 20-foot sections of plastic pipe and hire a contractor, which at the time I told him there weren't any contractors I was gonna let do it. But I've since talked to Jacobs and they know what they're doing with those. But the county's done pumping money into that approach. We're over $35,000 on that thing. And after this, the next thing will be, well, I don't like this, or I can't make the corner, it'll be something else. So he has permission to extend it at his own cost, which he would have had to anyway. He just needs to purchase 2 20-feet sections of pipe, because those plastic pipe, when you cut them, you can only use one end on each side because of how they connect. So, whatever crisis it is that you're creating there, Mr. Leonhardt, I gave you a solution, and now you're in there talking to the commission like I ignored you. So all you gotta do is come out here, buy some plastic pipe, let me know what contractor you're gonna put in, have them put them in, but this is all on you now. This is all your cost. We're done spending money on this approach, unless the commission decides they wanna pump more money into it. But for me, no, we're not spending money on it unless they tell me to.
I guess we're on a disagreement on that. That's great that I can put in extensions now, back then we were just told no. The other thing I don't understand is why can't I put in extensions myself? Why do I gotta have a contractor come out there?
That would be a question for the highway department. I can't answer that.
Because we put the first one in without a contractor, so you get the house moved in there.
I would go out.
I tell you what, you come do that, you can come get them, you put them in, but I better not hear anything. You're on your own. If it doesn't work, it's your problem.
That's fine with me.
Okay.
The second thing I was gonna bring up is, when are they gonna blacktop, Highway 27 there? I thought we was gonna do.
We're starting on 16 today. Gonna take a couple weeks. Getting a lot of complaints from Road 5 up there, so that'll be next, and that'll take about a week. And then after that, we'll be down to Mansfield.
Okay.
So I would say within a month, we'll be paving at Mansfield, unless the people up north come up with more projects for us.
Okay.
Sounds good.
All right. Thank you. Thank you, Dirk. Anyone else wish to address the commission this morning? Seeing none, we will move on. Public hearing for Richmond Lake Association, temporary alcohol permit for special event.
Notice of hearing for temporary special event alcohol license is hereby, according to South Dakota Codified Law 35-2, a public hearing on the following temporary special event alcohol license. Application for malt beverage and wine to be used by Richmond Lake Association will be held on July 15th in the chambers of the Brown County Commissioners in the Courthouse Annex, Brown County, South Dakota, at which time any interested persons wishing to register complaint on their approval may appear. Richmond Lake Association, Aberdeen, South Dakota, for poker run to be held at Richmond Pavilion, Richmond Resort Outlet 2 in the northeast quarter, section 25, township 124 north, range 65 west, Brown County, South Dakota. Temporary special event alcohol license will be effective July 26th.
Is there anyone here to speak to this temporary alcohol permit? Seeing none, I would entertain a motion to approve.
Move.
Motion by Dinger, second by Weiss. Any further discussion? Hearing none, all in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed, nay. Motion carries. Next up, first reading of 3 ordinances.
Ordinance 304, an ordinance amending Title 4, second revision, Brown County ordinances as amended, to rezone certain described property filed by petitioner Don Wiseman to go from Ag Preservation District to Mini Ag District.
Is there anyone here to speak to ordinance 304? Seeing none, entertain a motion to approve.
Move.
Motion by Denner. Second by Gage. All in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed, nay. Motion carries.
Ordinance 305, an ordinance amending Title 4, second revision, Brown County ordinances as amended, to rezone certain described property filed by petitioner Earl and Amanda Meyer to go from Ag Preservation District to Mini Ag District.
Is there anyone here to speak to ordinance 305? Seeing none, entertain a motion to approve.
Move.
Motion by Dinger. Second by Weiss. All in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed, nay. Motion carries.
Ordinance 306, an ordinance amending Title 4, second revision, Brown County ordinances amended, to rezone certain described property filed by petitioner Matthew Olson to also go from Ag Preservation District to Mini Ag District.
Is there anyone here to speak to ordinance 306? Seeing none, entertain a motion to approve.
Move.
Motion by Gage. Second by Dinger. All in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed, nay. Motion carries. Next up, Trish Kendall, Dakota Prairie Museum with the building campaign update. Good morning, Patricia.
Good morning.
Good morning. Is it raining?
Yes,
Oh,
it's sprinkling, yes.
good.
Yes, good morning.
Good morning.
Okay, well, for our resolution for use of the parking lot, I am fulfilling that request to give you updates on our capital campaign. And in a nutshell, we're still doing it. So, still moving forward. Still in the works. We completed the feasibility study, and then we will follow up with those participants shortly. This is what we learned, is that people like us, they like what we do, but they're not aware of everything that we do. So that's an opportunity for us to educate our public, our community, and our supporters on all the things that we do. They were also confused on where do you get your funding. They pretty much thought the county pays for everything, which is not true. We have a foundation, we fundraise, we have an endowment. And they're not aware of all of our needs because we've never done a large campaign or a large ask before. So that was all new to people. So it was a good process, it was good learning for us. So now we are going into officially campaign readiness phase. So you're still not campaigning for funds. You are still prepping for that. So what I call it is the talking phase. Now we're going to talk to all these people. Yeah. We are going to meet with the architect. We're going to go with, I believe, co-op. And we're going to do all of that detail work so that we can get an image, so that we can have that as part of our, when we're talking to people, here's the image of what we're looking at or what we want to do, which is flexible. And then we're going to go and conduct various public information gathering sessions. So then we're going to bring together groups of people, family, okay, what do you want? What do you like? What do you want to see in this? Then we're going to bring together other people, business people. Okay, so what do you want to see for downtown Aberdeen? You know, what does that look like for you? And so we're going to, you know, investigate those different demographics there. So the next thing is how much we're going to raise. We don't know yet. It's a sliding scale. We haven't landed on a number yet, but we know that education, family, and community is important to a lot of people. That's what they want to see. Also, economic development is important, and downtown revitalization is important. But also representation of our history through our artifacts and our ability to have a public research facility or room is important to people. So all these things that we've been learning, that's going to guide us in deciding where we want to land on that addition, what size and what amount to raise. So yeah, that's where we're at with that. I have a few other updates, but do you have any questions about that?
No, I just wish you well on your efforts.
Thank you.
Hope the campaign is successful.
Mm-hmm.
Glad the feasibility study showed that there was some interest and desire to move forward, so good.
Yeah, I think that's all there. I think the scale and the scope of our project is just going to require us to do our due diligence. At this phase will be a lot of work, a lot of talking, before we ever go public. And although we're county, so we're never not public.
Remind us the timeline or the updated timeline.
Timeline, so, hopefully we can have something, gosh, I can't even give you a timeline. My hope is that next year, we're doing something. Either we're public, let's say a year from now, we're like fully into the public phase, and planning a groundbreaking and all of that. So give us a year for that. But I will continue to come back and give you updates as we go along. I won't, yeah. And you can always call me.
We'll see you within the next year.
No, I think you probably see me all the time. So I'm here with something, right?
That's what I expected.
Yeah,
Good.
yeah.
That's good.
All right.
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah, keep it up.
Oh, thanks. And then other updates is our new Squire Gallery, the one that we moved, should be open this fall, with help from the Squire family, the Casanova family. We met another member of the Casanova family, and they were really excited about it. And then the Buntrock Gallery is getting underway. We've cleared the space. We're looking at the end of the year for that. That's going to be a major gallery remodel. They're going to put up a false wall. They're going to seal it off. You're going to hear it, but you won't see it. And it's going to be amazing. We moved the gift shop to the second floor.
oh, really?
Yeah, in a day. So if you wonder, sometimes I come dressed like I'm going to move a gift shop. It's because I am. And then we're offering so if you can find the gift shop, we're offering a 10% gift shop, 10% discount on your purchase. We're going to do a little bit of advertising there, so now you have to walk through the entire museum to get to the gift shop. I think that's a good thing.
Sure.
And the other thing is, last night I received notice that our request from 3M for their grant for our STEM camp came through. So we will be receiving $7,000 from 3M Aberdeen for our STEM camp.
Great.
Yeah. Yeah. And STEM being science is not new. history of science, you know, we can provide that in the museum, we can do that. We can teach kids about food preservation and ecology and you know, animal science and a few other things, so. There, that's the update.
Very good.
I'll just keep going,
Sure.
yeah. Like I said, you're always welcome to come by and check out the progress. I would say come by in about 4 weeks and see what's happening. I will walk you through.
Sounds good.
Might have to wear a hard hat, so.
Sounds
Great.
good.
Okay, good.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Appreciate you.
60-day parade time.
Yeah, probably. We'll be selling karma rolls.
All right.
Ooh, very good.
Yeah, all right, thanks, guys.
Thank you. Next up, Dave Lunsman, Brown County Sheriff, quote for padded cell. Morning, Dave.
Morning. I was talking, so, sorry.
You're fine.
Hopefully, did you guys get the letter I sent and stuff, so you're
Yeah.
well aware
Yep.
that, even though we didn't have the RFP filled, it actually turned out to be a really good thing for the county. As you saw in my letter, the quote that came in that did not fit the RFP, unfortunately, helped us out tremendously. The amount of, they quoted $32,712, which is great on its surface, but we do not need to do the ceiling. The ceiling is just too tall. Nobody's gonna
Bounce off of it.
I don't think so.
Gravity on that thing?
I think so. So, and plus there's always lots of problems on the ceilings. You got the, you know, all the stuff in the ceiling that you gotta work around. And so we can save $36.77 by taking off the ceiling, which brings a total of $29,035 for the project. The only caveat you guys have to decide out is if you guys want the bid bond, which is $14.72. So if you want the bid bond, it will increase by $1,472. If you guys don't, then that won't go on there. So that's up to you guys. I think it's a great bid. The company is one of the best, if not the best, in the nation. They've been around since the 60s. They're the ones that created actually this hard rubber foam. Learned a lot about it. It's almost like a pencil eraser. After a while it keeps curing, and as a pencil eraser cures, it gets hard over time. That's exactly what happens with this. After about 20 years-ish, they said it starts getting so hard that you have to replace it. But they do have ways to mend it, fix it, repair it if there are damages. They do give us kits, or if it's bad enough, somebody can come out. But I talked to Falk County, and they have not had to utilize any repairs since they've been in operation, so that's good news. So I'm here to see if you guys will allow me to get the contract in place and to sign a contract under what they provided as their quote, which I also included for you guys, so that we can move forward with it. They're about 120 days out in order to start putting stuff together.
Can we waive the requirement for the bid bond?
I wouldn't recommend it.
Okay.
And they're fine either way. They're just saying this is what the, so you know what the score is
Yep.
going in, so,
Set a bad precedent if you're waiving it for this project versus...
Well, I know we do when we ask for bids, but since we didn't really, I didn't know if this was different enough that we could waive it and it'd be okay. That's why I asked.
so it's up to you guys. They just gave the full score.
So that's your recommendation to go with this?
Yes, this is a great company. I was hoping we would get a quote from these guys because they are a good company, and obviously the quote came in way lower than what we had initially intended. This is still under that fund for the, what's it, meth? I don't even remember what fund that was. It's called
The opioid one?
opioid, thank you, yes.
All right, I'll move it without the ceiling plus the bid bond.
Okay, we have a motion to approve it, including the requirement for the bid bond.
I'll second it.
Second by Dennert. Any further discussion? Hearing none, all in favor, signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed, nay. Motion carries.
Thank you.
All right.
Also, when it's done, when we get everything done. If there's any problems with the contract or anything, I'll let you guys know, but if it's the same as everything here, we'll move forward.
What have you done, you're taking reservations?
Have you guys test it out? One at a time. How about a day at a time?
Get your head against the wall.
Yeah. All right, thank you guys.
All right, thanks, Dave. All right, brings us to our consent calendar. Lynn?
Approval of the general meeting minutes for July 8th.
Move.
Second.
Motion by Weiss, second by Dinger. All in favor, signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed, nay. Motion carries.
Claims and payroll.
Move. Motion by Dennert, second by Gage. All in favor, signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed, nay. Motion carries.
HR report.
Move. Second.
Motion by Dinger, second by Weiss. All in favor, signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed, nay. Motion carries.
Lease agreement.
Move. Second.
Motion by Gage, second by Dennert. All in favor, signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed, nay. Motion carries.
Travel request.
Move.
Motion by Weiss, second by Dinger. All in favor, signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed, nay. Motion carries.
Lottery permit.
Move. Second.
Motion by Gage, second by Weiss. All in favor, signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed, nay. Motion carries.
Claim assignment.
Move.
Second.
Motion by Dennert, second by Weiss. All in favor, signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed, nay. Motion carries.
Auditor's report of accounts for May.
Move. Second.
Motion by Gage, second by Weiss. All in favor, signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed, nay. Motion carries. Any other business come before the Brown County Commission this morning? The only thing I want to remind everybody is we got our district meeting Thursday in Britain for the Lake Region District meeting at noon. If you're interested in going up there.
Where is that located?
Britain.
I know where, with,
It's on Main Street. It's, I can't remember the name
I
of
can
the
get it
place.
for you.
okay, because I know that's the one thing I was missing,
Yep.
but I'll be up there.
Yeah, it's like 609 Main Street or something. It's all, it's just a place to eat, the way I understand it. Had a request to go into executive session for personnel, possibly nothing else, okay?
Move.
Motion by Weiss, second. Second by Dennert, all in favor, signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed, nay, motion carries, we are in exec.
We're not, I guess we are.
No, we are. All right, we're back in session, out of exec with no action as a result. Is there anything else to come before the commission this morning? We're gonna be having a budget work session following today's meeting, kind of wrap things up there.
Should we adjourn?
Motion by Weiss, second by Dennert to adjourn, all in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed, nay, motion carries. We're